Goodness mornings, nice peoples of International Press Corps. My name is Borat Sagdiyev and I am Osama administration's new press secretary.
Excuse me. Did you just say that you are the new press secretary for the Obama administration?
Yes, nice lady of International Press Corps. Did you not watch episode 4? Now, no more silly questions. On to serious matters. Have golf game with Barry at 10.
Mr. Sagdiyev, with all of the natural disasters that have occurred recently, it seems that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, otherwise known as FEMA, is running out of money for disaster relief. Will the Obama administration approve an additional $1 billion in government funding for FEMA? And how do you respond to suggestions from House Majority Leader Eric Cantor that $1 billion in spending be cut from some other programs to pay for the $1 billion in additional FEMA funding?
Borat respond to question with favorite joke from Kazakhstan. Why did chicken cross road in Astana, capital of Kazakhstan?
I believe you told us that joke in episode 4, Mr. Sagdiyev.
No, is different joke. Why did chicken cross road in Astana, capital of Kazakhstan?
Okay, why did the chicken cross the road in Astana, capital of Kazakhstan?
To avoid starving beggar on other side. Ha! Is very funny joke in Kazakhstan. Is very funny because under socialism, no one starving. And no one begging. Ha! Humor of joke lies in dichotomy between idealism of socialist theory and reality, and tragedy of starving woman begging on street. All good humor contain elements of tragedy and dichotomy.
But can we get back to the question, please, Mr. Sagdiyev?
Borat tell joke to make point. Republican teabaggers like chicken in joke. Teabaggers quite happy to look after own self-interest and let someone else take care of suffering. Republican teabaggers say that government should stay out of people's lives and want to lower taxes. But when it comes to disaster, teabaggers want government to step in and pay for reconstruction. Make no sense. As say in Kazakhstan, cannot have baklava and eat it too.
But surely this is the role of the federal government, Mr. Sagdiyev, to step in and use the resources of the federal government to help out in local disasters? Otherwise, the local government would be overwhelmed.
What happened to good old American spirit of self-sufficiency that teabaggers love to talk about, Mrs. Warner Brothers? In olden days, people would get together and hold barn raisings when disaster struck fellow neighbors. Why not let charity of fellow neighbors pay for disaster relief? Why must federal government save day all of time?
Well, I see your point, Mr. Sagdiyev. There's certainly a dichotomy between the rhetoric of the Tea Partiers and reality.
As Borat say, all good humor contain element of dichotomy and tragedy. Republican teabaggers like chicken in joke, Mrs. Warner Brothers. Quite happy to cross street and ignore problem, as long as someone else solve problem. Quite happy to look after their own happiness, renovating kitchens with granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, buying Lexus cars and Louis Vuitton luggage. But don't want to pay taxes to meet responsibilities.
But don't you believe Americans are already overtaxed, Mr. Sagdiyev? Isn't government already too big?
Ha! Is very funny, Mr. Tallbottom. Many peoples of world would be happy to live in America and pay taxes. Many peoples of world would be happy to live with American so-called big government. Why you think so many peoples want green card in America? Republican teabaggers party of spoiled children.
On another topic, Mr. Sagdiyev, could I ask you about the...
Sorry. No more questions. Borat off to give Barry some tips on short game. As we say in Kazakhstan, fine peoples of International Press Corps. See you next time. And don't buy any one-eyed goats in market.